All right, good morning guys. Today we are going to do chest and triceps. So we're just focusing on two muscle groups. We're going to start off doing our chest first and then heading down to triceps. The chest workout, you're going to be doing some chest presses. So you're either using dumbbells or detergents. If you don't have laundry detergent things to hold on to, then you could hold just a heavy rucksack and go wide with the grip on each side, just lifting it up and back down. Same with the pullovers. You could do exactly the same thing. And then the chest flies, lighter dumbbells or water containers or something like that for your chest flies. Triceps, same thing again. Something that you can get a hold of, that you can get a decent grip. You could end up doing the rucksack and just going with both arms holding on at the same time. So I'll give you the options as we go ahead. So we're going to start off with a chest press. I've angled this in so you can see what's going on with my arms. Lying down either on the floor is fine or onto a bench if you've got it. We're going to be doing chest presses. So we're coming out to the side and then back in. Now I don't want your elbows totally out. That can put a little bit too much pressure on the shoulder joints. So just come down with a slight diagonal angle at the elbow to shoulder joint. So slight diagonal. We're coming down and up. So with your laundry detergents, you should have a nice grip on there. If you're holding onto a rucksack, good, keep going. If you're holding onto a rucksack, you're just holding either side of the rucksack and just doing this. So same exercise, just different weights. Good, so we're coming down and all the way up. Nice work, guys. I'll be honest, my arms are a little bit shaky. I've just done 2 recordings in a row. The back and the bicep session, if you haven't done it, oh my God, my biceps were burning. So that's a good one to do. If you missed it, go back into the topic section and have a look. Well, don't have a look, just do it. Good. And 2 more. And last one. So those elbows aren't dropping too low. I should have mentioned that. You don't want them going too low, so they stay about shoulder height. All right, nice work. We are going to go slightly lighter because we've got our chest flies. So dropping those ones down, going slightly lighter. So taking either a hold of some water bottles, some cans, your laundry detergent, if it is light enough. Now we're coming out and in. Same deal, you don't want the shoulders, the hands going too far down past the shoulders. So it's too much torque on the shoulder there. So we're just making sure that the hands stay in line with the shoulders. You're feeling a really lovely stretch here and then back in. Slight bend in the elbows. Now if those weights are too heavy, you can bend the elbows more and that actually makes it easier. So it's like an L-shaped fly. So we're adjusting with whatever weights we've got. If they're too light, then definitely go longer with the arms. Only a small bend in the elbow. So we don't want to lock the arms out totally. Only a small bend and just feel that beautiful stretch through the chest and then pulling in. Nice. 3 more to go. 2 more. And last one. Good, now we've got the pullover. Now a couple of options. You could just hold these 2 weights together and reach over the top of your head and back up. So you could lie onto a coffee table for this one with your head right off the end. So come down, or a sofa with your head right off the end. So weights together and just coming back and then up. So you're really trying to stretch the elbows as far back as you can and back up. So just be really careful with the shoulders on this one, that your weights are not too heavy and that you've got the control through the shoulder joint. So reaching back. You could also do this with one heavy weight. So you could just hold a rucksack and take that behind your back. So lift and back up. Good. Feel that stretch through the sides of your body. So this actually works through your back as well as your chest and your triceps. So it's a good all-round exercise, this one. Belly button in nice and tight. Feel that stretch through the front of your body. Good. If it does get too much for the shoulders, drop the weight. So don't try and pull it back up again. You could end up hurting your shoulder. So if it gets too much, just drop the weight to the ground. Normally they're pretty close to the floor. Good. Reaching up. Nice. And 2 more. And last one. So we've got one more exercise for your chest. And we are going to come into push-ups. So you're going to come down to the ground. So the easy option is on the floor today as well. So we're just going to come into a box shape for the easy option. Push up and then in. Push up and then out. Push up, in with the other hand. Narrow push up and out. So you've got this one, easier, harder option on the knees. So it's a push up and in, push up, narrow grip and out. Harder option, you're on the toes. Push up and in, narrow push up and up. Push up and in, narrow push up and up. Push up and in, narrow and up. Good. Wide. In. Make sure your body is in a nice straight line. Don't want to see you sort of dipping. And also, if you're only getting to here, then you're not really getting much of a push up in. So you're better going for an easier option, getting further down to the ground. And even if it's a box one, you're going to get the arms working a lot more. So sometimes less is more. The easier option might actually be working you harder than a harder option when you're only able to get like a tiny thing and then you're sort of swooping. So make sure you've got good form the whole time. Last one. Good. And done. Excellent. Have a stretch back. So we're going to go through those 4 exercises again before we head to our triceps. So we've got our heavyish weights for our chest press or a heavy rucksack. So either lying on the floor or on a coffee table or your sofa, we're lifting up and then down. Remember, the elbows aren't dropping below the shoulders, and you've got a slight angle at the elbow. It's not 90 degrees. We're keeping our shoulders nice and safe by doing more of a diagonal arm movement there. Good. So keep this going. Nice strong wrists as well. So make sure that whenever you're holding something, the wrists aren't pointing back. They're nice and straight. Shoulders down your back. Belly button in nice and tight. Good. Great job. Three more. 2. And last one. Nice work. Now you're probably going to need your lighter weights for our flies. So coming down, grabbing your water bottles or cans and coming into our flies. So feeling that nice stretch through the front of the chest and then back in. Out you come and then back in. Great work, guys. So feel your chest working nice and hard. Don't let the arms drop below the shoulder again. Good. Excellent. So keep this going. Nice work. So you should feel a bit of a build up in the chest. Should feel a bit of a burn by now, hopefully. And if you're not, then maybe it's time to start adding a few more things into your water bottles or your laundry detergent. Maybe if it's just water in there, you need to start adding a bit of dirt or sand and then filling it up with water to make it heavier. Good job. Nice. 3 more. 2. And last one. Good. Now you can either hold a heavy rucksack or keep a hold of these 2 weights and come overhead and then push them back up again. So again, just be really careful with your shoulders on these ones. Make sure that you've got control of this. It's not that heavy that you're really struggling at this point here at the bottom. So you want to make sure that it's easy enough to start that pull back movement. Easy enough at the bottom there that you're not going to strain the shoulders, that you're working the muscles that should be working. Feel that stretch through the front of your body. Nice job, guys. And a few more. Then we're going to do my least favorite exercise in the world. Push-ups. 3. Give me burpees over those any day. What's your worst exercise? Everyone's got one. And last one. Cool. We're going to come into our push-ups, my nemesis. Here we go. We've got those wide, then narrow. Wide, then narrow. Make sure you kind of move your knees and your feet to get in the right position for these. So remember, easy option is just that box shape. I'd much rather that, and you get nice and low, and you can get your head to the floor. And those elbows are bending. Next option, on the knees. Harder option, on your toes. Oh. Good. Nice, wide. And narrow. Wide. And narrow. Wide. And narrow. Last one, wide. Narrow. Good, and bring it back. Excellent, stretch it out, guys. Great job. All right, we are gonna do just one more chest exercise and then into our triceps. So this one, a lightish weight. It doesn't have to be a weight, could be just a household object. We're just gonna squeeze it, so it needs to have some weight in it. We're just gonna squeeze out and in, out and in. So really push into whatever you're holding. I don't know whether you guys remember that old sort of, I don't know if it was a rhyme or whatever it was at school. I must improve my bust. Used to squeeze the hands in towards each other. This is the same deal. So really squeeze, feel your chest working. So you squeeze whatever object you've got. It doesn't have to be this way. You could be squeezing something quite small. Squeeze. As long as those hands are pushing inwards towards each other. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Now a couple of different options. We've got tricep overhead extension. So again, you can take your rucksack, you could hold it wide, and you could just be going behind your head. Same thing, laundry detergent, you could do that. If whatever you've got is too light, then you can take just one and go overhead with just the one weight. Okay, so that is your other option. I'm going to do overhead with one. So if you've got both hands going, you're going to be doing this for a little bit longer than us. So if you do need a breather, then take it. But if you've got a lighter weight and you're only doing one, I'm with you. So we've got 3 more on this side. 3. The reason I'm holding my hand here is to stop my elbow from swinging out. Change sides or keep going if you're doing the double. So I'm holding that hand, kind of steadying my arm to stop it from splaying outwards. Okay, so keep the arm in, elbow up high. Nice work. Whew. 8. Nearly there. 10, 2 more. Good job if you've done a two-handed one, you've been there for quite some time, and done. Nice work. We're going to come down onto the ground for a tricep handstand, kind of push up. All right, so with this one, easy option, on the knees again. The hands are out nice and wide, and we're going to drop to the elbows and then push up. So drop to the elbows and push up. Now that's your easiest option. Harder option, you straighten the body out and you drop and you come back up. You drop and you come back up. Really hard option, you'd be on your toes. Now my arms are just about dying after doing a few video shoots, and I'm going to stay here on my knees. I'm already struggling. So stick with an option. Notice I've pulled my bum in a little bit more to make it easier. Good. Make sure the shoulders are down your back, not up by your ears. Nearly there. 2 more. And last one. Now coming back to your chair, your sofa, whatever it is that you've got a hold of, and we're going to do tricep dips. Now, easy version for you guys is just to do tricep dips on their own, down and up. Harder version, if you've got a coffee table in front of you or a chair, you could rest your feet onto that coffee table or chair. Even harder option, guys, is if you've got a Swiss ball, because it's going to keep moving from underneath you, so you've got to challenge your balance a little bit as well. So we're going to try and finish the arms off here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good work. All right, let's give the arms a bit of a shake out. We're going to go from the top again. So taking one of your weights, must improve my bust, that squeeze. So we're holding, squeezing our hands in. Doesn't matter where you hold it, we're reaching out and in. Good. Squeeze. Out and in. So hopefully I've got these sessions in under 20 minutes. I tend to overrun when it's upper body for some reason. Good. Keep the shoulders down, try not to hunch them. Belly button tight. Really squeeze. The squeezing's the work here, guys. Squeeze in together. And last one. Nice. Tricep overhead extension. Either both arms are taking a weight back, holding on to something, a rucksack, or you're doing individual. So we're coming up. 2, 3. So we've got 12 on each arm. If you're doing both arms at the same time, you're going to be doing 24. Take a break if you need to in the middle. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good. Change over to the other side. So lifting up, and again, just make sure that elbow doesn't come outwards. 2, so you're just supporting with the other arm. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good work, guys. All right, tricep handstand type push-up. So we're coming down into that box shape if you want to, down and up. Keep the elbows tucked in, so make sure the elbows aren't going wide. To make it harder, bring the knees back a little bit, straightening out the body. And harder again is to come up onto your toes. So we're bending and back up. Keep the elbows in and back up. Good work. Those hands are out in front of you for this one so you can get the elbows down to the ground. 9, 10, shoulders stay down your back. 11 and 12. Great. All right, we're finishing it off with tricep dips. Remember those options. Feet just on the ground for your easy option. Let's just see how many you can do. So go to failure, guys. Don't go to my count. Go until the arms give up on you. This is your last exercise. So the harder you make it with the feet up, the quicker it will be over. The easier you make it, the longer you'll be there. Oh, good. 8, 9, Keep a good range of movement, elbows pointing out behind you. Don't do tiny little ones. Make sure you're coming up and down. Oh. Oh. All right, that's failure for me. Keep going if you can. If you've stopped already, well done. Good job, guys. Keep going to the very end. Don't stop just because I have. We need to stretch. So, one arm up. Good tricep stretch. If you're still going with your tricep dips, well done. Other side. Oh, really feel that stretch as you push the hand down in between the shoulder blades. Really stretching out through the triceps. Nice work. Chest stretch. Holding onto a piece of wall. Elbow down on the wall as well and reach away. So change where your elbow is, high or low, to feel that stretch through the front of the chest. Nice job. And the other side. Good. And then reaching the hands behind you, stretching the front of the shoulders. Nice work, guys. Well done.